I'm not sure who needs to hear this, but maybe it's time to open that business bank account. You have been delaying for some time now. It is now the year 2023, and this simply means for this year we should be leveling up with our brand. So in terms of registration for a business and opening a business bank account, this should be up to par. So if you have registered or you're thinking of registering your business but you do not know where to start or how to even open a business bank account, this video is for you. So I will be giving you a step-by-step guide on how you can actually open your business bank account free of cost. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So for those of you who don't know me, I am Santina. I'm the owner of 876 Bougie Fits. In today's video, I will be giving you a full rundown on how you can actually open your business bank account, some things that you need to look out for, and the benefits of having a business bank account. So I know a few persons, well, small business owners out there, they want to start their business, they want to open their business bank accounts, but they just don't know where to start. And I was once in your shoe, and honestly it is not a pretty phase. So you try to look out for information that you can actually get to reduce costs, because there are a lot of persons out there that are selling this information and service. So I'm going to be giving you all the information that is required so you can open your business bank account. So after this video, there should be no form of excuses. So you have already decided on your product or service that you need to sell. So let's say you have an Instagram account but your business has not been registered. The very first step that is required before you can actually open a business bank account is to have it registered. So you don't have to leave your home to register your business. You can simply go on the COJ website, that is the company's office of Jamaica, and submit your information there. It is also very inexpensive, just $2,500. I have uploaded a previous video discussing how you can actually register your business, so you can also watch that video. I'll have it linked below as well. Once the business has been registered, this is basically telling the bank that you're legal to operate the type of business that you have, whether that's a product or a service-based business. You will be provided with a company certificate, so it will actually show the name of the company when you had registered, as well as a TRN and NIS that would be linked to the business. So as soon as you have received the business registration, you need to immediately open the business bank account. Reason being, you will be getting a few documents that will be required by the bank as well to open that account. So next up would be the TRN and your proof of address. Everyone in Jamaica should have a TRN. This is the tax registration number, and it will be linked to your business as well as the bank that you choose. So whatever transactions that are done, it will basically be linked so the government and the bank can actually track it. So the proof of address, this is basically, if you're online based, then you can use the same address that you live at for the business. So if it's a case where your business is located otherwise, then it would require some additional information or document. So in this case, if you have any form of utility bill that you have in your name, you can use that as proof. If you do not have that, you can also use a bank statement. So next up is the financial statement. Don't click off this video as yet. This is where most business owners refuse to continue with the process of opening their business bank accounts. I understand it can be a very daunting task. When I read the requirements of opening the business bank account, I was like, where exactly can I get an audited financial statement or a 12-month projection? I tried to look all over as to what exactly this meant. Basically, the audited financial statement is if you have been in business for a time but you're just opening the business bank account. They need a full analysis of all the cash flow that has been going in and out of the account. As it relates to the financial projections, that would be for a new business, so you don't have to focus on the audited financial statement. With the cash flow balance, you need to ensure that you find a bank that will allow for you to provide a 12 to 18 months cash flow. For NCB, they ask for 12 months, but I know for Scotia Bank, they ask for 18 months. So the cash flow is basically the total amount of money that you expect to be going in and out of your account for that period. So I'm going to see how best I can break this down so you can understand. So for the financial statement projection, you're basically proving to the bank the total amount of money that you expect to start your business with. So let's say the capital that you wish to start with is $10,000. It will be $10,000, and under that you'd have your additional line item, and that would be your sales. So for the month of January, let's say you sold 10 items that cost, or you got $100,000 revenue from the total amount of sales for the month of January. That would be the second line item along with your capital. So that would be the sum of the total amount of money in the account that is required. You do that on a monthly basis. So from the month of January to December, you need to show the total amount of capital that will be included in your business along with the total amount of sales. You do that for every month. So that would be the revenue that is coming into the account. So now you need to prove the total amount that is coming out. Monies that are going out of your account is considered as your expenses. So the total amount that costs you to run the business. Let's say for instance, you're going to be selling dresses. You're going to be needing additional stuff like your poly mailers. You're going to have to advertise the product. You're going to need bearer fees. All those additional costs would be the expenses associated with the business. So the total of all your expenses would be subtracted from the total revenue that you would receive and the capital. So that's basically the cash flow estimates that would be required by the bank. So once you have all of that information, you just need to sign the document and have it submitted to the bank. So I will be giving 10 persons a template of a cash flow projection. So all you need to do is to comment down below in the comment section cash flow projection, and I'll have it sent to your email. So all you have to do is to plug in your information as it relates to your expenses and your capital, have it signed and have it submitted to your bank of choice. So the final piece of document that the bank will ask for is a TCC. So I've stated earlier in the video, as soon as you've registered your business, you need to open the business bank account immediately. So you'll get the business registration form along with the TCC. However, the TCC only lasts for 90 days. So this means that you need to open the account before it expires. So as soon as it expires, you have to go through the process of going to the NIS, the NHT, and the Hard Trust to get clearance before you can actually be provided with the TCC. If your TCC has expired or you haven't got the chance to open your business bank account, all you need to do is to go on the TAJ website, go to your e-service account and select Validate TCC. So once you submit the documents that are required, that is your NIS clearance, the NHT, and I think Hard Trust, it will ask for an ID. So once you submit that, it will then ask you for the purpose of the TCC, because it can be used for multiple purposes. You can either select to open a business bank account. Once you submit the information, it will be analyzed by someone from the tax office, and as soon as it is processed, you will be notified. So you can then go back on the website and have it downloaded and submit it to the bank. It is that easy. If your payments are not up to date as it relates to your taxes, then you won't be able to access the TCC. So that is why I had implored and emphasized that as soon as you have registered the business, you need to immediately open the business bank account. So now that you have all the required documents to open your business bank account, the choice now relies in your hand on which bank institution to open with. So I'm gonna be giving you my unbiased opinion, being that I have 3 business bank accounts. So I'm gonna start off with NCB. So I chose NCB to begin with, being that at least 60% of my customers use this institution. So if you're wondering which bank, if it's a case where you do not want to use multiple accounts, you just need to decide on which account your customers use the most. So if you realize that all your bank transfers are from NCB or Scotia, then you can use that bank. But as it relates to NCB, the pros are the account is opened almost on the same day. So you gain access to the online platform at least 7 days or 5 days actually. So when you go in branch to open the account, they'll analyze the information, so the financial statement, the business registration, and all of that good stuff, they'll have that analyzed, and then they'll give you an additional date as to when you should come back to collect the token and to gain access to the online platform. So while you'll have the bank account number, it will not be provided to you on the same day when they have it processed. My thing was, when I opened the account, I thought that I would get the bank account on the same day, but that was not the case. So after waiting, they provided me with a hard token. So whenever you're going online to log on, or if it's a case where you want to make any form of bank transfers, adding beneficiaries and stuff like that, you have to use the hard token. So you would want to think that opening a business bank account, you'll be provided with a credit or a debit card for your transactions, but with NCB that is not the case. So you're not provided with any card. I think you won't get any form of cards until 12 months time after opening the business bank account. So in terms of making deposits or withdrawing any form of funds, you'll have to go directly to the bank. But being in this type of era, we all know that time is money, and nobody's gonna want to go to the bank to make any form of transfers or deposits or withdrawals. So they provide you with, I'm not sure if I should be showing, well, I'm seeing Guardsman Group on the back, and this is the bag itself. So it has, you would provide the name and the account, the total amount and the date, and they also provide you with a deposit book. So I've never used the book or the bags before. So normally when I have cash on delivery orders, I just submit the monies that I have from the ABM. So I just enter the information. I'm not sure if that is the correct process, but that's how I go about doing it, because I think this actually takes a lot of time, and for young people that is always busy and just not the time for you go bank, but we go drop box, I feel like that is for the Chinamen and businesses that are making a lot of money, not for small business owners. Maybe I'm doing it the wrong way, but I want to start using it just in case they should analyze my account and want to know where the sources are from. But I kind of feel like it is basically the same, because going to the ABM, depositing the money through the machine, it is the same source, because you're submitting the same account information and it's the same cash. So I really don't know why this is necessary. I don't know. I think I need to start using it though. I really do need to start using it. So for the entrepreneurs that want to open a business bank account with Scotia, the process for me personally was very tedious. I opened that account immediately after getting my NCB account, being that majority of my customers also use Scotia Bank. So you might want to think, why do I need multiple accounts? Well, I did it for the convenience of myself and my customers. So if they're making any form of purchases, I try to do deliveries on a daily basis. So if it's a case where they're doing cross transfers, then I won't get that money immediately. And you want to ensure that you're securing your payments. So if they make a deposit directly through your Scotia account, Scotia to Scotia, NCB to NCB, vice versa, then you know that the funds will immediately reflect. So that is the main purpose. But if you want to just use one account, you can also do that as well. So they took very long. I had to be reaching out to them back and forth. So I submitted all my documents, and I thought that they would need a 12-month cash flow projection, but that was not the case. So they require 18 months. So all the additional documents that you would submit for any bank account, that is required, along with an 18-month cash flow projection. So I went home and I edited my information and I submitted it to an extent of 18 months, and then I submitted it back to the person I was that was handling my documents. When I went back, I was advised that there were other persons before me, so instead of my information being processed same day, that was not the case, and I had to migrate. So when the account was opened, it was in, I think it was in July. It was either July or August, because once they take your documents, it is not being processed by them. They have to send it over to a different department. So I was going back and forth with the person that was handling all my documents. They weren't able to tell me an estimate as to when the account would be opened or when I would be able to receive the card. Well, I asked if someone could collect the card on my behalf, but that was a no-no. So in terms of receiving the card, I had to wait until I returned to Jamaica. So I was provided with a US and a Jamaican account, and I also needed to submit their minimum balance that need to be in the account, and that was $10,000. For the US account, it's $100. That was submitted, but I still could not gain access to the online account until I got the debit card. And even when I came back and I went to the bank, immediately I was told that I could come and pick up the card. I collected the card, and then 2 weeks going into 3 weeks, I still couldn't gain access to the online platform even though I had the card. So while they provide you with the card, the processing time is ridiculous. So if you want to open a business bank account with Scotia, ensure that you're on top of your game. Ensure that you have already reached out to the bank and submitted your documents so that it can be done in a timely manner, because it takes a lot of time, especially if you want to really use that account. And if you only open one account, which would be with them, then you need to do it immediately with the JN Bank. And the process was pretty seamless and easy. So the account was open on the same day. They also provide you with two checking accounts, with two accounts. So it's a checking and a savings account. You're not going to be provided with any form of card for a sole proprietor, so your personal card will be linked to that account as well. As it relates to the online platform, your personal information is I wouldn't say it's mixed with your business account info, being that it is categorized. So once you're logged on to the online platform, you'll be able to access your personal account separately from the two business accounts that you'll be provided. So you'll get a savings and a checking account, and those will be two different numbers. So if you're sending funds to your checking or your savings account, then it's two separate numbers provided, so you'll be able to analyze all of your transactions separately for each account. So they make it a little bit easier for you. So in terms of logging on to different platforms online for your bank accounts, it's just in one place. So that's basically it. Those are the steps that you need to take to open the business bank account. Most of you guys might have thought that it is very hard and complicated, but once you have all the documents that I had mentioned, you're basically one step away from opening your business bank account. So a lot of us are online based, and I'm pretty sure that you're not just thinking online. So you might need a structure or a physical location somewhere down the line, and you're gonna want some form of loans from the bank. As long as you have an account with them for over 12 months, or I think 6 to 12 months, you'll be able to access their loans and grants. As long as you ensure that at least 90% of your funds are going through that account, they'll be able to effectively analyze your account and process any form of loans that you might want to foster your business. So this is basically the end of this video. So if you need any form of information as it relates to opening a business bank account for any of the banks that I had specified in this video, you can always leave a comment down below. I'll try my best to respond to everyone. Don't forget to like and share this video across to someone that you might know it can benefit. So if you'd like to see more content like this, please ensure that you're subscribed to the channel. Also turn on post notifications so you'll be notified whenever I upload a video. Until next time, see you in my next video.